Yesterday, a movie came out called Pitch Perfect. It got released in theaters, I saw it with friends, and I'll give my opinion. Honestly, it wasn't the best movie in the world, but it was about what I expected it would be. It's about a cappella groups singing covers of songs. I guess sort of like Glee. I don't really watch Glee, I don't know what it's about, but something like that, I assume. There wasn't too much awesome about it besides the soundtrack. Really, it's just an opportunity to show the soundtrack, a cappella music, and it was promoting that. Beyond it, I guess the characters were certainly interesting. Some of them stuck out in my mind a bit, but not because they were interesting characters, just because they were so weird. And I guess that sort of gives it a bit of a unique flair. But beyond that, the jokes were very predictable, like they were sex jokes or gay jokes or anything like that. The plot wasn't interesting, it was very predictable and obvious. You got very stereotypical characters in terms of the main characters who are supposed to be dynamic. But really, I don't feel like you should judge that movie like that. I mean, imagine that you're drunk and you're with a bunch of friends who are also drunk and you're just sort of talking about random stupid stuff that has nothing to do with anything, and yet everybody's still laughing and enjoying themselves. Now, there might not be any good reason for them to be doing that, but it's not about the quality of what's happening, it's just the social situation. You're out with them and you're enjoying it because of it. I felt like I enjoyed watching the movie because I was with friends, and whenever something like some joke would happen, I could laugh with them. And that was all right. I could feel the social situation of that. If I was there alone, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it. So, if you tend to watch movies alone, I wouldn't watch it. But if you're with friends, and they're the type of friends who like Glee, so they'll really get into it, then something gets released in the air, I suppose, like there's something in the air, you know, that cliched statement. But it's sort of true with this movement. If it gets put in there, I think you can enjoy it. But if not, then there's not really much for you. But I don't think this movie is too special in and of itself. I don't think that, like, a couple months from now, anybody who watches it is really going to remember it, other than for the soundtrack. It's obvious, like I said, it's meant to promote the soundtrack. And it was good. Eventually they'll probably release it on CD or something, so that's cool. But beyond that, it's an okay movie, I guess. There's probably other better stuff that you can watch, but it wasn't too bad.